If there's one thing about Tesla that seems to remain constant, it's news about price increases. Now, I'm not here to criticize, knowing that there are many factors that go into the development of software that functions at such a high level as FSD. But if you're still reeling from the $10,000 to $12,000 price increase that happened on January 17th, you may be in full-on sticker shock to hear that it's being raised again on September 6th to $15,000. You heard me right. That's $15,000. Now, I understand that people make money choices based on the value of what they get in exchange for their money, and that expensive is a relative term depending on how much money you have. But I think that most middle-class people, that is, most people that are in the market for a Model 3 or Model Y, would find that adding a feature to a car that represents 25% of the value of the vehicle purchase price is a tough pill to swallow. So let's talk about value a little bit. What do you get for $15,000? Well, first you get automatic lane changes. This allows the car to change lanes to pass a slower vehicle or to merge into a highway on an on-ramp or off-ramp. Next is navigate on autopilot. With this feature, the car drives itself along and it follows a route to get to a destination. Now, if you live in an area with FSD Beta, such as the United States or Canada, you can qualify for the higher level of full self-driving by achieving a minimum safety score from Tesla. If you have this, the car will then navigate on city streets, which makes point-to-point navigation a little more robust and gives you more of a full self-driving experience. And I've heard rumor that full self-driving beta will be coming to other parts of the world as early as 2022, which would be the end of this year. But this is really dependent on Tesla clearing some regulatory hurdles in other countries. The third thing you get is traffic light and stoplight control. And as an FSD owner, I would say that this is one of the coolest features of my Tesla that makes the car feel really close to autonomous. Using FSD Beta, the car not only stops at intersections, but automatically proceeds when the light changes to green, or when it comes up to a four-way stop, it'll proceed through the intersection when it's the vehicle's turn to do so. The fourth thing is what I would consider to be some of the lesser useful features of full self-driving. Smart Summon and Auto Park. Smart Summon is very fun to watch, especially when you're showing the car off to friends, but I don't really use it, and I also don't use Auto Park that often because they both just work too slowly. And typically the Auto Park feature that is available only displays after I start the maneuver to park the car, and so I'm already parking and I think I would just finish it manually rather than wait for Auto Park to do so. The fifth thing is, does FSD mow down children? Well, I kind of throw that in tongue-in-cheek. In my experience, no, it actually will stop. I've seen it stop when pedestrians begin to enter onto the road into a crosswalk. But I think it's fun to watch videos that claim that it does. And in all seriousness, there are some people that think that FSD is dangerous. And so what they fail to realize is that any human driver not paying attention can be dangerous. And really paying attention is all we're supposed to be doing if we're responsible drivers. So are these features worth $15,000? From my experience, the answer is no. I say this because the features work flawlessly most of the time, but they aren't reliable enough to be worth that much money. True, the driving automation has a strong safety record, and in most situations, it can see and avoid issues before a driver would, especially if the driver is distracted. However, there's a bit of a cry wolf phenomenon that occurs in situations like phantom braking that leave me wondering whether the car is reacting to a real threat or just encountering a programming limitation that stops it from continuing in full self-driving. Also, the navigation sometimes directs the car to enter an incorrect lane or make a turn that's not expected for the route that I'm on. I've experienced issues where the car begins a turn and then hesitates while traffic is moving in a turn lane, and it leaves me with some hesitation trusting FSD at times, and I just end up taking over in those instances and drive the car manually. Now, these issues don't occur all the time, but they're just peppered in enough in my drive experience to make me feel like I would not pay a premium for where FSD is at today. Now, there's another perspective that people would say what you pay now will future-proof or lock in improvements in the software in the future, and that software will cost more as the price of FSD continues to increase. So I wanted to dive into that a little bit. FSD as a purchase is considered to be tied to a specific car. Although it is a software feature, you're not able to keep it beyond the life of the vehicle, so future improvements only apply as long as you own that specific vehicle. And if you sell your Tesla and upgrade to another one, you'll need to either pay to purchase FSD at the price that it is then, or consider subscribing to it for a monthly fee. In either case, the investment that you make in FSD today would likely provide 5 to 6 years of future updates before you either 1, sell the car, or 2, upgrade hardware in the car as the software enhancements outgrow current hardware limitations. Now, you can likely and will likely get more resale value in your car if you decide to upgrade. However, the value of that is based on market demand, meaning if you spend $15,000 for full self-driving, you may only get a portion of that back when you sell your car. And in some cases, drivers purchasing a used Tesla may not want full self-driving and would consider passing on your Tesla for another one to save a few dollars. Am I criticizing Tesla for the recent FSD price increase? Well, I'm not trying to be critical. I love owning and driving my Tesla Model Y with FSD Beta. In fact, I've got a YouTube channel with a number of videos driving FSD Beta that show that I'm very impressed with it. But what I really hope for and wish is that Tesla would reconsider increasing the cost of FSD any further, at least until it is out of beta mode. See, as beta testers, we're providing value back to the company through the driving data that we submit, and that's only helping to improve the quality of full self-driving in hopes of one day making it fully autonomous. And if I get a second wish, it would be that Tesla would not increase the price of FSD subscriptions, which is really helping to keep it within reach of many Tesla owners. And I would love to see nothing more than the uptake rate of FSD become higher and higher rather than going lower over time. I think this would allow more Tesla owners to have the full Tesla driving experience and to solidify driver loyalty to a company that is currently hands down the solid leader in the EV market. So my current recommendation is to take the $15,000 that you would have spent on full self-driving and take a nice vacation, or take flying lessons to become a pilot, which is really another cool form of transportation, or invest it somewhere that you can enjoy it somewhere in the future. That's all I'm going to say, and I hope you found this video helpful. And if you think that I missed something that would be helpful for others, please leave it in the comment section below. Hey, let's be good to one another, and don't forget to hit the like button on your way out. Until the next one, cheers.